we were very close to Adma Beach, very close to Kronish Tower. So, you know, as a newcomer, we need to see what's going on around. So in the afternoon, we just have to move around to the beach. Then about 4 of us. So when we come back, then the agents will begin to ramp on us like, oh, people have come here for a job. They've brought job. Where have you been? Then like, oh.
Really?
I'll pick up the chunks from the, the beatings. I take my bag. I couldn't afford a thing. There was a day I got stuck in Dubai. I did not have transport fare.
Oh my God.
I slept in
You slept in Union.
So without wasting time, I opened my boxes because I told you I came just with few pieces of dresses, and I start selling. Yeah, so I actually sent 3 million CF francs. Yes. And they made me a 1-month visa.
I applied a lot. If you know what 8 months look like.
I've been for 17 years, my dear, without a job. Yes, as we let our own light shine, we will consciously give others the permission to do the same. So, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for taking out your time to be part of my success on YouTube.
Thank you.
I really do appreciate you. All right, to better make my viewers understand who you really are, I want you to introduce yourself, give your name, where you're coming from, how long you've been in the UAE, and what you do for a living, if you would like to drop that too.
Okay, my name is Rapheal. I'm from Lagos, Nigeria.
Okay.
Then I've been in UAE since 2019.
Okay.
It's been fun, challenging, and then here we are. We're still going.
Okay, perfect. So your name is Rapheal. If they tell you, or you want to describe to my audience or to the world, who is Rapheal in 3 words, what are you going to say?
A deep thinker,
Okay.
controversial, and intelligent.
All right, perfect. Oh, I like the part of being a deep thinker because myself, I'm an overthinker, okay? So that's an amazing one. So let's get to the real deal. Why did you leave your country, Nigeria, and why did you choose the United Arab Emirates?
I would say the United Arab Emirates chose me.
You are the first person.
Yeah.
You are the first person to ever say that the United Arab Emirates chose you. Okay.
In the sense that I never actually wanted to go to anywhere.
Okay.
I wasn't that okay, but at least when I was in Nigeria, at least there's a starting point, there's a movement, there's a growth.
Okay.
Then the other question is,
why did you leave? Why did you decide to leave?
Then I leave because I want to elevate my experience and financial capacity also.
Okay.
That's just the 2 stuff.
All right. So were you doing something in Nigeria before leaving?
Yes, I'm actually a draftsman and a draftsman right there in Nigeria. I was working, doing a bit okay. Then a friend of mine introduced UAE to me and also an agent. So I'm like, okay, let's give it a try. I was told I'm going to earn more, maybe far more than what I'm earning in Nigeria. So like, oh, that is good. In 2 years, I can get something done and get back. Because I never want to leave Nigeria. I won't lie to you about that. Okay. So that's how I found myself here.
All right, perfect. So on the next question, would like to know how you found yourself here. By that, I mean, who made your visa? How long did the visa take to get out? And how did you get your flight to get here?
I would say everything happened within a very short time because I didn't prepare for it. Even on the last day. I think I left Nigeria on 18 or 17. Okay. January 17 or 18. Okay. Few hours to go to the airport, I was still doing some drawing. Okay. That I have to give to my clients. Okay. Then I have to make arrangement within my colleague and some of my clients so that he can carry on with whatever I'm doing. Okay. So I wasn't actually prepared for it. Just maybe maximum of 3 to 4 weeks maximum. Okay. Everything got ready.
All right. So did you pay for your flight with the visa, or did you actually just had to pay for the visa and then you walked around Nigeria to look for your flight ticket?
No, I paid for everything. I even paid for job. I pay for for
the combo pack.
The combo pack.
Because trust me, some people normally pay for that combo pack, and I'll always tell you never you do that because you spend a lot of money sometimes, and sometimes the flight will not even go through. You also have to buy and rebuy the flight because they'll start telling you some stories that does not really work. So
actually, mine went a bit smooth.
Okay.
Because just the flight, the job, everything was paid for. Then I had no stress moving from Nigeria down to UAE.
Okay.
Then when I landed in Sharjah, from Sharjah I have to move to Ajman. Then that's when the story began. Like, okay, this is reality.
Okay, all right, sorry. Okay, so let's get to the next question. Did you make any research? Okay, UAE chose you. That's what you said. So did you make any research whatsoever?
As I said earlier on, I'm a deep thinker, intelligent, and I love radio.
Okay.
I love radio since the years of Palito. I do love radio, so I have so many information of almost every places in the world.
Okay.
So which makes me feel like, okay, the best place you would ever be is your hometown. Okay. That's just the fact about it. So I never have intention to leave. But when the option came around, I have an uncle which was supposed to leave Nigeria, I think 1988 to 1990 to US, then refused to leave. But unfortunately, things got sour, you understand? So when the offer came to me, like, you have to, I'm like, I don't want to leave. Then people begin to talk to me, like, as I said, I'm controversial, like, you know too much, you are acting. So after something like, okay, let's see what's going to happen. I'll go, then I find myself here.
Okay. So what I'm trying to ask is, you did not do any research about the UAE?
I know about UAE. I know about almost a lot of places around the world.
Okay. So you said you do research, you listen to the radio. So let me ask, when you came on arrival in the UAE, was it the same like you've made research about? I mean, the weather condition, the living condition, the accommodation and the environment, was it the same?
Yeah, everything's still the same according to what
There was no shock whatsoever?
I was in shock.
Okay, so you stepped into the UAE. You got to the UAE. Was the airport different from your airport back home?
No, sincerely, the airport is beautiful.
Okay.
When you talk about infrastructure, the infrastructure is top notch.
Okay.
The journey was beautiful. The police, the cops were friendly as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
They are one of the most civilized police in the world as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
So they were being friendly. Even all the way from Sharjah to Ajman police, they have been friendly.
Okay, all right, perfect. So let's talk about the real deal in Dubai, which is love. Okay, because you go on TikTok, I don't know if you're on TikTok, but you see lots and lots of stories of Dubai girls always saying that there's no love in Dubai. So I want to ask you, do you think it's difficult to find love in Dubai?
Yes, it is.
Why?
I think Dubai is not designed for such. That's just a fact.
You think Dubai is not designed for love?
Yes.
Why do you think like that? Because love is supposed to be everywhere.
No, love's supposed to be everywhere. That is, we have to love each other, you understand? But when we look at lovers and having a relationship to a certain destination, having children or having a family, UAE is not designed for that as far as I'm concerned. Based on the fact that UAE is an investment ground, it's a ground worth of trillions of dollars. So everybody here invests something and they have no time to jeopardize whatever they've invested here. And I realized that most people that come to UAE, they are rather at the age of 20 something and above or 30 something. So it's either they have been engaged to somebody back in their country or they already have family back in their country. So they can't come here and like say, okay, I want to let go that relationship and I want to start something new here. So for me, UAE is not designed for that.
Oh, okay. So, all right. Supposing you can find love in Dubai, yeah? So where do you think you can find quality love in Dubai?
I don't really know.
So are you married? Let me ask you first of all.
I'm not married.
Okay. And you don't have a girlfriend?
I do.
Or how did you find your girlfriend? And what makes her different from the other girls that you could not date, but you're dating her?
You know, I like somebody that is a bit communicating and somebody that is calm and mature, that just it. If you have those thoughts, I think we can relate, but when you talk about other girls, you understand, as I've explained earlier on, it's about their primary goals. And the other man also is about his own primary goal. And another thing, everybody has something or engaged with somebody before, which you don't want to jeopardize your relationship. You understand? And then when they come here, everybody just want to play a game because they don't want to jeopardize the relationship which they have before. It's that they've been married already or they're in a serious relationship. So when they are with you, they just want to pass time. That is just the fact.
Okay, I will bet to disagree on that. Everybody, don't put everybody in the same box, because there are people that still left their countries, they're in their 20s, they do not have a relationship. I will tell you that for the fact, because I'm one of those people. So don't put everybody in that box.
Well, I will recall my statement.
Okay.
The word everybody, but majority of people.
All right, so everyone is just here for the money, for the bag, and trying to play games and trying to use other people.
That's just a fact.
Okay, all right, so what do you really crave for? Is it a dark skin or a light skinned woman?
Oh my God, I always like my dark skinned woman.
You love your dark skinned women because you're single, yeah? So we are just selling you now, okay? Because someone can come to my DM, that brother that came, or that brother Rapheal, that's the person I really like, okay?
I always love my dark skinned woman, that's just it.
All right, so he loves dark skinned women, girls. And then what's your preference, team BBL or team natural? And give me the reason why.
Natural is always the best, that's just it.
Why do you think? Because nowadays we are in the fix-it world. Everybody just wants to look better and look good, and people just tend to use their money to buy beauty. So I just believe that it's okay. So why would you choose natural?
I think you go BBL because you don't have it.
Okay.
So when you have it, you don't need to go to get what you don't need anymore. So once you have it, I think I'm okay with it.
Okay, so you rather go for the natural then?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go to the preferred nationality to date. Will you go for a Cameroonian, Nigerian, Kenyan, or any other nationality?
I can go for any nationality.
Oh, really?
Any nationality.
You're open?
I'm open to
all
any
right, and
nationality.
if it boils down to you marrying, would you marry someone from a different nationality?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So he's open, guys, and readily available to take on whatever nationality. Supposing you are a dark-skinned lady and you are team natural, so that's what he's trying to send out, the message he's trying to send out. So if you see him, he's single, fine, tall, 6 feet, okay? All right, so let's go to the next question. On this question, you're going to give me a vivid account of your experiences from when you arrived the UAE till date you seated here with me, and you're going to make references to the living condition, the housing, the job hunts, the employment, the visa changes if you had any. So it's going to be a small conversation between both of us. So just start from when you left Nigeria, you arrived in the international airport of Sharjah.
Well, the living condition, I don't want to go too much into it, but it's funny. It's, should I say, below expectation. At an initial stage, it's below expectation. Then the job hunt is, I don't know, how should I put it? Maybe because this is almost the second time in the world we're having a larger community of human beings in a certain area. So it becomes very challenging to search for jobs.
Okay, let's go back to the accommodation issue, because you said it was below expectation. What made it below expectation? Okay, you've heard about UAE, you made your research, you landed, you said nothing really took you by surprise because you made all your research, but you're telling me now that the accommodation was below expectation. So explain what really made you to be like, this is not what I expected, this is not what I wanted. So just give us, let's know it, let's feel it.
Well, let's look at it from this angle.
Okay.
Even in Nigeria, even if you don't have a job, you are able to afford a room.
Okay.
Even without a job,
okay,
you can still get a room.
Okay.
You understand? But somehow, due to the pricing, and as I said, it's a competitive environment, due to it's a huge investment here. So it's almost very impossible for you to be able to afford a room.
Okay.
So those are just what I'm looking at, and I believe that at a certain age of human being, there's a need for privacy. So there is a certain square meter you can actually have certain number of people. So for me, that is just what I'm trying to refer to. So like below the expectation of what you have in Nigeria and what you're expecting when you talk about UAE, comparing UAE to Nigeria. If you don't have a job and you cannot live in a room in Nigeria, so if you are in an advanced country, you want to live better than that.
Yeah.
That's just...
Okay, so I'm still on the accommodation. Did you have to stay with the bed spaces or floor spaces? So what happened? Like, how did the accommodation...
Okay. When I arrived in Ajman, the funniest thing is that I have to sleep in the living room.
Okay.
And then the craziest stuff about it is that rats were actually running around my head while I'm sleeping. So I have no option. I have to make sure that I use my duvet all over, like, cause when I find myself in any situation, I just like it has happened. Just have to ride on. So what I have to do is just cover myself with the blanket, or like whatever you want to do, just do it. So the rats were just
dancing on your head.
Dancing on
Was it an apartment or normal normal room in a villa?
The agent that actually brought me to UAE owns the
bed space.
It's not bed space. It's like apartment. A 2-bedroom.
Okay.
But you can't compare Ajman's infrastructure with Dubai infrastructure, I think. So, and it's like the whole villas then. So all of those stuff were there. So that's just where it was.
Okay. All right. So you got to Ajman. What happened there? How did you get a job in Ajman? How did you go around your daily activities as a first timer?
Yeah, as a first timer, then since I came in, then I realized I paid for a job.
Okay.
I was expected to get a job.
Okay.
I even, as I said, I was even making some drawing while I've been rushed, like you have to go.
Okay.
And my agents were giving me a call, like sending some WhatsApp message, like, what are you still doing? If you do this, you have to come, like, job is waiting for you.
Okay.
So when I got here, the first day went on, the second day there's no job. Then I realized that there's fights every day. Like, I got there, then they said the job is not available anymore. Then I realized the mess I've put myself into.
Okay.
So I just like, okay, there's no problem. And the funniest thing, we were very close to Admar Beach, very close to Kronish Tower. So, you know, as a newcomer, we need to see what's going on around. So in the afternoon, we just have to move around to the beach. Then about 4 of us. So when we come back, then the agent will begin to ramp on us like, oh, there have been people have come here for a job. They brought job. Where have you been? Then like, oh,
really?
So we understand the slogan. Then what we did is, we just move outside the house. It's always inside. So when we come back and then we say that, oh, they come again, you guys don't use, then we realize that this man is lying to us. So when we all realize this, then we begin to look for a way to get ourselves fixed into it. So we met some guys, so we talked to them. They say, okay, there's a job in Sharjah. So I paid 1,000. Then we left from Ajman to Sharjah.
Okay.
I knew I'm not supposed to pay for job.
Yeah.
I paid for the job because I needed a place I can stay.
Okay. You wanted to leave?
I wanted to leave the Ajman. I wanted to leave the environment. I needed a place I can stay. I needed a place that I can say, okay, I want to program the next step of my life. So we moved to Ajman. But unfortunately, I worked in that company for about 8 months.
Okay.
Understand? Then I left the place also.
Why did you leave? Did they not do you a visa, or what happened in the place?
As I said, I knew that that place is not going to be as beautiful as I want. Just I need to move. So I was in shock. It wasn't. For 8 months, I didn't have a visa. I was on visa change times to time. So, and then the pay wasn't even...
How much was the pay?
My God.
No, don't laugh, because I've had people who've come here, right? And the pay from Ajman and Sharjah is nothing to write home. It's only like 700, 800. I'm just like, what's happening in Ajman? Like, it's always that same story of 700 dirham, 800 dirham. So I don't really understand. So what kind of job was it, and what was the pay, if you want to share?
Yeah. I think it's a good opportunity as far as I'm concerned, because I was employed as a gatesman, not even a security, you understand? Then on the long run, I was promoted to be a storekeeper. On the long run, I was promoted to be a draftsman. Which is what I actually came for, what I actually wished for. Then I was told I'll be paying 1,500 dirham. But unfortunately, I never get those things on my hand. So those are the reasons I have to leave. Like, one, as a newcomer, all your goal and mission is to get a visa.
Yes, definitely.
So since I'm not getting it, I'm like, okay, I have to leave.
Okay.
So that's the reason I leave.
Oh, okay. So when you left that job, what was next? How did you get the job?
The funniest thing, in that place, we were so many.
Okay.
So we communicated, a lot of people were searching for a job.
Okay.
You understand? So I met some guys also. They introduced me to some of their brother in Dubai. Okay. They were in a cleaning company.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, since they are going to give me visa, I'd rather leave this place. So I joined a cleaning company in Dubai.
Okay.
So that was it.
All right. So you are presently in a cleaning company now?
No. After I joined the cleaning company, I worked with them for 2 years or 2 years, 6 months.
Okay, that's great.
Then after 2 years, 6 months, I left there. Then I joined another company. So I was working as an architectural draftsman.
Okay, all right.
Up to this moment.
Up to this moment. So how long have you worked at your present job for?
2 years is over now.
Oh, 2 years. So in total, how long have you been in the UAE?
About 5 years.
All right, 5 years. So it means you came 2018.
2019.
2019.
Yes.
Okay, so 2019. Since 2019, you've been here. How many visa changes have you gone for?
I think that should be about 4.
Okay, 4. Yeah, 4 visa changes. How was it like? Was it very stressful? Did you have to go out and stay in Oman for many days before coming back?
Oh, there was one was stressful, man. I think we went to Ban in Oman. Then when we came back, there was holiday at the airport. So we have to sleep at the airport for about 3 days because the officials were not working. Okay. And I'm kind of allergic to cold, and then
that airport
Dubai
is cold.
So cold.
Yeah, that airport is cold.
We can't go outside since we don't have the pass to come inside. We don't have the visa, so it was so strenuous to me.
Okay.
Because I was shivering all around the airport, walking around. There's nowhere you can't sleep, you can't sit, you can't go anywhere. That was so
hard. How has the accommodation transition been from the gate man to the cleaning job to right now you seated with me?
I think they are all crazy as far as I'm concerned. Okay. The first one, we were actually staying in the company because the company has the production floor and they have their accommodation behind. Then the second one, they have to get all those accommodations somewhere in Satwa, to be precise. Then this one, I just have to rent somewhere myself. So
you're private, you're on your own right now. Yes. So what's the difference like? Are you feeling the difference?
Yes, there is difference. There's difference, of course, in accommodation, whereby you just have to abide with whatever everybody is doing. And the craziest thing, as I said, I'm allergic to cold, and you see somebody having a blanket as big as 4 inches blocks, and then we put on the AC, and then it's going to cover somebody. And then you are there like...
Yeah, I experienced that too. I don't know why you have... you put on the AC to the max, and then you are having a blanket. Why? I should remove the blanket and put on the AC and see what other people who are just seated and not sleeping feel. Okay, there are some people like that, and that's the trauma, or that's the issue you will get when you're staying with different people, because you have no control over certain things. Okay, all right. So for the employment, you've had 3. I need to know about the living condition in general. When you were a gate man, were you able to feed? Did they feed you? And
actually, for me, from day one, even I don't like you give me a job and give me where to stay. I never like it from day one. I'm like, you give me a job and give me food to eat. Because I might like to drink garlic today and you make a salad. You understand? And I might like to eat salad and you telling me you make bread. So I never like it. So most of those places you have to sort yourself out. So I've never been in a work whereby you have to feed me. I feed myself. And then I could remember my first 3 months joining the cleaning company, I mostly eat bread and bananas and tea in the morning because I work at night, I sleep during the day. So I just take that and sleep. So that's just it.
So can you explain to my audience how the cleaning work was? Because I've never done cleaning before. Was it that tedious? Did you have to work all night? Make me understand, because this, I'm just hearing it from you, okay? So make me understand how the cleaning job works.
My first 3 months was fun to me because I was working in Jumeirah.
Like story.
Within the Jumeirah walkway, a very small grocery store. So I was supposed to be a cleaner, but I wasn't working as a cleaner. I was working more as a delivery person.
Okay.
So I don't feel it that much. And then the working hour was so short. Because I resume 7, I close 3 a.m.
Okay.
But the driver have to come and pick you by 7 a.m.
Okay.
Which means I have 4 hours. And there is by the beach, you understand, and so cold also. So cold.
But at least you had time to yourself to walk around, roam around.
I just take the advantage of that, man. That just it. Find somewhere I can get Wi-Fi, watch some videos, tutorial, then.
Oh, okay. So after the 3 months of relaxed cleaning job that became a delivery man job, okay, when you explain to us when you got into the actual cleaning, how was it like?
I work on myself. It's difficult really, because imagine when you clean and get home, you feel some kind of pain within your back. Sometimes your hand is hot, your body, you feel it.
Okay.
You're going to feel it.
All right.
You understand? But I just work on myself. Since I'm into it, I have no other options. I just work on myself.
So let me ask this question. Like, where were you cleaning at? Was it in the metro?
No.
Where were you
I was cleaning in supermarkets.
In supermarkets?
Yes, I was at the time cleaning Abasha.
Okay.
I don't want to mention complaints names.
No, don't mention, but just explain.
I was cleaning a supermarket, and then at that time it was funny because when I was taken to that supermarket, I was told that people don't stay up to 2 weeks there.
Okay.
Because your duty is 7 to 7.
Okay.
But the manager will say no, you want 7 to 10. He will give you 3 hours break in the afternoon.
Okay.
So a lot of people find it very uncomfortable because they are not happy doing the work.
Okay.
They just want to work and go back home.
Yeah.
Like, okay. So I was taken to that place and I worked for about 8 months.
Okay.
Before I got changed from that place.
Okay, so from the supermarket cleaning, where did you go to?
No, I don't want to discuss that one.
All right, so you work 10 hours every day?
Not up to, I have 3 hours break.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right, so that's amazing. All right, so you've gone through your ups and your downs. So presently, where you work as a draftman, are you doing anything like to upgrade yourself, or you're just comfortable being where you are at the moment?
I've not gotten to where I actually want.
Okay.
But I'm on the path.
Okay.
And I think it's more comfortable.
Oh, okay. All right, perfect. So it's all right. So you've had your fair share of struggles. You go into visa change, coming back and staying 3 days. I stayed just few hours. I nearly gave up. Okay. So but when I hear people, oh, I've been there for 3 days, 4 days, I can imagine, because that airport is relatively very, very extremely cold. I'll tell you for facts. So all right, let's get to the next question, which is the living standards in the UAE. So I want to ask, because people are always complaining that the living standards is very, very high, relatively high. So is it true or false?
Sure, it will be.